Good evening. The September 5th, 2017 meeting of the Marion County School Board is called to order. For the courtesy of those listening to the meeting, I am requesting everyone in the audience please turn off your electronic devices or put them on vibrate. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Mrs. Nancy Stacy, District 1. Mr. Bobby James, District 3.
Here.
Miss Angie Boynton, District 4.
Here.
Mrs. Beth McCall, District 2. Here. Mrs. Kelly King, District 5.
Here.
Dr. Heidi Mayer, Superintendent.
Here.
Mr. Paul Gibbs, Board Attorney.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, let's please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The purpose of this meeting is to hold public office hearings on the final millages and budget for the 2017 through 2018 fiscal year. The budget process involves public hearings to be held in the following order. A, rolled back rate computation and tentative budget amended to conform to final budget. B, resolution determining revenues and millages levied. C, the final budget. If you wish to address the board regarding one of the public hearings, there is a special form to be completed on which you will need to select one of three areas of concern.
I recommend approval of the agenda for the September 5th, 2017 school board meeting with the materials in the board packet, those materials distributed to board members at the meeting, and the audio recording included as part of the official record of the meeting.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the superintendent's recommendation?
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCall, seconded by Ms. Boynton. My computer has died. Hold on. Did it show up yet? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those that oppose, like sign. If you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and the motion passed 5-0. Before proceeding with the 2017-18 budget hearings, we need to finalize the 2016 through 17 general fund. May I have a motion to approve final fiscal year 2017 budget resolution number 25 for the internal service fund?
Second.
Moved by Ms. Boynton, seconded by Mr. James. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. I don't. And the motion passed 5-0. May I have a motion to approve final fiscal year 2017 budget resolution number 26 for general fund?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCall, second by Ms. Boynton. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. Come on. And the motion passed 5-0. May I have a motion to approve final fiscal year 2017 budget resolution number 31 for capital projects fund?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. James, seconded by Ms. McCall. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. Come on. And the motion passed 5-0. May I have a motion to approve final fiscal year 2017 budget resolution number 32 for the debt service fund?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. James, seconded by Ms. Boynton. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. Okay, and the motion passed 5-0. Okay, the chair recognizes Superintendent Mayor to begin the public hearing process.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The total millage to be levied is less than the rolled back rate by 0.41%. The required local effort millage rate is less than the rolled back rate by 3.56%. Each school board participating in the state allocation of funds for the current operation of schools must levy the millage set for its required local effort from property taxes. As a result of work sessions held by the board since the adoption of the tentative budget of $534,761,181 on August 1st, 2017, the following changes have been made and have been incorporated into the proposed final budget. An increase in revenues for two of the following: Title I and other miscellaneous grants, and public education capital outlay, which is our PICO funds. Increase in expenditures for four things: a net change to staffing plan to properly reflect the correct funding, carryover balances for industry certifications, unemployment compensation, and Title I and other miscellaneous grants. And that's only because, remember, we got more Title I and grants, so we got to spend it. So there's, okay. Reallocation of project costs in the capital projects fund due to rollover balances in the district's 5-year facilities work plan. Changes in fund balance due to actual revenue and expenditures recorded in July for the prior fiscal year.
May I have a motion on the superintendent's recommendation that the board amend the adopted tentative budget to conform to the proposed final budget for fiscal year 2017 through 2018?
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCall, second by Ms. Boynton. This is a public hearing. Does anyone wish to address the board concerning the rolled back rate or the amended tentative budget? Okay, seeing none, board members, any discussion? Okay. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign.
The School Board of Marion County, Florida proposes,
Second,
oh, I'm
got
so
it.
sorry.
It's okay, we're all good.
I practiced.
Okay, and the motion passed 5-0. Now you can talk.
Thank you, ma'am. The School Board of Marion County, Florida proposes a total millage rate of 7.560, which is less than the rolled back rate of 7.5915 mils by 0.41%. I recommend the board adopt Resolution 17-05, determining revenue and millages to be levied for fiscal year 2017-2018.
May I have a motion on the superintendent's recommendation that the board adopt Resolution 17-05, determining revenues and millages to be levied for the fiscal year 2017-2018?
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCall, seconded by Ms. Boynton. This is a public hearing. Does anyone wish to address the board concerning the millages? Seeing none, board. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. And the motion passed 5-0. Dr. Mayor?
I recommend the board adopt the final budget for fiscal year 2017-2018 in the amount of $537,699,597.
May I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. James, seconded by Ms. Boynton. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed, like sign. And the motion passed 5-0. May I have a motion on the superintendent's recommendation that the board adopt Resolution 17-06, affirming the final budget for fiscal years 2017 through 2018 in the amount of $537,699,597.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Boynton, seconded by Ms. McCall. This is a public hearing. Does anyone wish to address the board concerning the final budget? Seeing none. Board? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I'm missing a motion. Just let me get this in here. 37, 60. Oh, helps if I type on the right computer. 37, 699, 497.
That was first Boynton.
Boynton and then Mr.
Second
James.
McCall.
By who?
McCall.
Okay. Sorry.
We're good now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mr. James and Ms. Stacy. Vote.
I didn't see it pop up. Okay.
And the motion passed 5-0. May I have a motion to acknowledge receipt and approve the superintendent's annual financial report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2017?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Ms. McCall, seconded by Ms. Boynton. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. And the motion passed 5-0. Okay. Prior to adjournment, I need to request consensus for cancellation of the Thursday, September 7th, 2017 administrative briefing and work session due to the pending hurricane and subsequent, can't say that word, rescheduling for Friday, September 15th, 2017. Do we have a consensus?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have a consensus. Okay, now I will recognize Attorney Gibbs at this time regarding the attorney-client session initially scheduled to follow the September 7th, 2017 administrative briefing and work session.
Thank you. Good evening. As you guys have given a consensus to move the work session, we're going to also move the attorney-client session to the 15th, and we're going to notice it as the 15th and the 21st if needed, since there won't be time for a second session as far as getting the public notice out if needed. So that's how we're going to proceed, since you guys want to move the work session this week. All right?
Okay, thank you. Okay, there being no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. McCall, seconded by Ms. Boynton. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And those that oppose, like sign. And our meeting is adjourned at 5:44 PM.